What's going on, YouTube? It is your boy, Professor Diehard, and I'm here with my good buddy, Aries from Aries Gaming Productions. What's
Yo,
up,
what's
Aries?
going on?
Guys, we have some serious stuff to talk about. And, whatever you're doing, just stop what you're doing, just listen in, and just buckle your seatbelts and just prepare for what's going on. We talked a little bit about this, about Bethesda yesterday, and I mentioned a little bit about, if I remember correctly, I mentioned a little bit about their new Game Pass they just released. And Evan, you want to, or Aries, you want to explain to us what it is and how much it costs?
Yeah, so essentially, this entire thing has releases a full price AAA game, $60, flat out. Really not, because if you buy it from a store, you're getting it $65 is really what you actually end up paying for these AAA games. Nobody actually talks about that either. They say $60. It's $65 for the full price. You have to include tax and everything. So $65 that you're spending on any new game that you're getting from the store. And so also, but basically, so Fallout 76, just a little history behind it. Game was kind of trashy. It looked, the game is not a stellar game, to say the least. And I would go
Sure.
further than that even, but for argument's sake, because there are people who actually still play the game. So let's just say we can all agree the game did not launch very well, still not in a good condition, and everybody's trying to see what Bethesda's going to do to fix it and to start adding new things. Well, somebody decided the best thing to possibly do is to release this game and go, oh, you know what? You guys, the servers are trash. We're gonna give you this basically a MMO season pass where
Mm-hmm.
you spend $100, a game that you already paid $65 for. You're
Mm-hmm.
paying an extra $100 for your own private server for the game where people can come by and play. And fun fact, it's actually not private because people can actually still see you on the damn server that you paid
Well, not to
privately
see you,
for.
they can
They can
literally go into
literally
your server.
go into your private server that you paid $100. And the best part about this is this is literally highway robbery. If your server crashes,
Yeah,
you lose everything. Your entire server
yeah,
world, everything you
it's gone.
build, it's
It's gone.
completely erased.
Yeah,
And
it's gone.
so some other things you get, that you get new save points, like you get new little campsites or fire sites that you can fast travel to. I know Di is really pissed off about this. You get the Ranger gear
Yeah, and
from
back to
Fallout,
yeah,
and it's just like
it's egregious.
it,
It's terrible. So let me go into detail
yeah.
about that. So back to those campsites that Aries was just talking about. Spawn it, game crashes.
Hmm.
The game just crashes, and all your buddies get kicked out. All the stuff they gathered is gone. So that's interesting. Okay, so I just got to say this on Angry Joe just talked about this, and I'm so freaking thankful that he did. I'm so glad he mentioned this one thing because I've not, when I heard this news, it made me so upset. One of the most iconic armor sets that you can get in Fallout New Vegas. Think about it. It's the NCR Ranger armor. It was on the cover of the game. I mean, man, this looked cool. It looked sleek. It's just, come on, NCR was just awesome.
Hmm.
Well, guess what? You can finally get the NCR armor that we've been wanting for years, years. And they actually there's modders who released it for free on Xbox One and PC. Not PS4 though, because we can't have mods for some damn reason.
Hmm.
But uh, but yeah, guess what? They released it for free. And but here's the kicker: you can get it on Fallout 76 now, but only if you pay for the 12-month subscription, which is $100. Now, guys, I want you. So, Di, what's actually in this little pass? What do you get? You get the ability to have a server, share with 7 other friends that will crash on you most likely. You get also, here's the other kicker, that in the in-game store that you actually get 1,680 Nuka points or whatever it's called. Do you know how much that can get you? I'll tell you, jack shit. Um, literally the blue power armor skin
It's eighteen
that like no one
dollars.
wants is 1,800.
It's
You only
eight.
price is so ridiculous, and you're not even covering the cost to get some of the best looking gear or best looking cosmetic items.
Hmm.
And you are paying $100 to wear the most iconic armor in the Fallout series, in my opinion. Other than like the T-51B armor, not power armor, but just like the combat armor.
Yeah.
Guys, that reeks of such bullshit. It reeks of such egregious money grabbing, scheming, just
Like
ridiculousness.
these guys are literally a bunch of pettifogging Tammany Hall hucksters. Like these guys don't know their head from their own ass. Like they literally don't even know. Like they
What
basically,
is going on is what I want to know.
yeah. Like they
What makes them think this is a
basically
great idea?
they basically had the fantastic idea of having basically everybody, kind of be like, okay, well, we're just still gonna do stuff to improve the game, no doubt, but uh, we're gonna try something new. So what they ended up trying to do, other new things, was just it just doesn't help anybody. It
Failed.
doesn't help themselves. It doesn't help
No.
anybody out. And the worst thing about it, I think, is that like just not only just the price range of what they're actually going for, it's actually like that's it's a lot of people talk about how microtransactions are kind of borderline criminal because of like some of the gambling things that have been put in new games. It's just flat out robbery. It's
It's highway robbery.
robbing you. They are
Yeah.
robbing you of your hard-earned money. Like think about it. Like
Hmm.
like for me and like I can speak for myself. Like I have a full-time job, 40 plus hours a week,
Hmm.
and you cannot simply afford to do this. Like if you're
No.
living,
No.
kind of either what, maybe not necessarily paycheck to paycheck, but if
Hmm.
you're, you know, if you're kind of in that financial bubble, then
Hmm.
you have a lot of shit on your plate, and you literally cannot afford to do this. They're literally robbing people, and
Yeah.
there's just like, thankfully, there's a lot of outrage for it, as there should be. But
I mean, even Fallout fans who have stuck with Fallout 76, they're complaining about this. They are very upset. It's still on the Reddit page.
yeah,
Um, just I gotta say this. So I'm gonna say a couple things. So Battlefront 2, when this game released, it was egregious. It was horrible. The amount
hmm
of microtransaction, loot box
hmm
bullcrap that came
yeah,
out was terrible. Angry Joe did a review, not a review, but
hmm
he did a review, but he also had like a voicemail, not voicemail, but he had a video where he talked to one of the people over at the Battlefront 2 developing team
hmm
about the game, about the emotes. He straight up called out the emotes suck. He was like, "Well, actually, some people actually may like the emotes." Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, they sucked. Um,
hmm
Bethesda's recent debacle, this whole $100 thing, is worse than the Battlefront 2
yeah,
drama. It's worse.
yeah,
And the reason why I say this is, Battlefront 2 has issues, of course. Everyone was upset with the microtransactions. It was, yeah, come on, it was terrible.
yeah,
But at least this game had its graphics and music and sound design to fall back on. So
yeah,
that gave it some points back at least. And the space combat was good, and some of the fighting was good, and it was a little bit unbalanced. They fixed it,
hmm
and look at the game now. The
yeah.
game is a lot better than what it used to be. I mean,
Oh
me and
yeah,
Aries, we play this game religiously. We play it a lot. We have a very
yeah,
good time when we do it. And they just now released a new update where you can play co-op with your buddies, and you can now do
yeah,
bedside and dark side. You can also do defense and offense. They care. They're making changes. They added the freaking
Yeah.
Galactic Commando.
Yeah.
They added the commandos into the game. They are making effort to make this game better. What is Fallout 76 doing?
Like they're
For the one
literally.
time, I will have EA's back. Compared to what Bethesda's doing right now, I'm not seeing any improvement.
Yeah. There's literally none. There's absolutely none.
Now, people will be like, well, Professor Diehard, have you even played the game? I gotta also say something else, too. If you think that you can't have an opinion that a game is absolute garbage just because you haven't played it, you need to, whoever's telling you that, stop being friends with them.
Yeah.
Because, here's the thing. You don't have to go waste your money to have an opinion on a damn game. Watch YouTube videos. Watch reviews. Get in, look up this stuff yourself. And then instruct other people on the knowledge that you attain. Yeah, it may be subjective, but honestly, it's amazing how subjective measurements of, judging things can be objective. Subjective is your opinion. Objective is actual facts and numbers. Fallout 76 is shit. Objectively.
Yeah.
Look at the sales. Look at the egregious microtransactions. Look at everything that's going on in that game.
Yeah.
Objectively, it's not a good game. Not subjectively. Objectively. Sorry, we're learning all about that in our grad school.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's just nuts. It's just nuts.
Yeah, it's
I
absolutely
didn't think it was
nuts. No, because I mean, you also have to look at it, I guess, just from a purely rational standpoint, and say, okay, so our game did not release in the best condition. So what can we do? What can we do to try to, I guess, just improve the player experience? If you're a game developer and you're like, okay, our game was not received very well, so what can we kind of do to kind of up the, basically make the player experience more enjoyable, have people come back to the game, and basically have, a successful game that we release. This ain't it, Chief. Like this, like
It's not. No.
like this is
It's not.
not it, and
No.
these motherfuckers know it. Like they know it's not.
Oh, sure they know it.
And
course they know
yet,
Because you want to know
we're
why?
still
Because
here.
Fallout sells.
Mm-hmm.
Fallout sells like hotcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Just the IP itself. I'm not gonna. I shouldn't say his name on here, but you remember he used to be an RA with us.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was obsessed with the. Not obsessed. He was excited for Fallout 76. He's like, dude, the game of Fallout 76 is exactly what I want. Just players in an open world would be so great. Like you make your own story. I'm like, dude. No, that's terrible. Games like that suck unless you're doing like Rust and survival-based stuff like that. But even then, I mean, it's a Fallout game. No one wants to do that. I mean,
Yeah.
no. And guess what? He bought the game. He's like, I love it. It's a fun game. And there's a lot of people that I knew. Other RAs. Starts with the N, and the last name ends with the L.
Yeah.
He bought it, and he was like, yeah, the game sucks. But he still played it. I'm like, dude, you guys are literally feeding this cash cow.
Yeah.
You are letting them know, like, hey, these guys, we put the most minimal effort into this game, and people are buying it. We can keep doing it.
Yeah.
And I just never thought that Bethesda would take the steps of EA, where they would literally start testing the water and seeing what type of microtransaction bullcrap they can do, and what they can pull off. Because they're doing it right now. They're testing the waters to see what is too much and what is not enough.
Yeah.
So, I mean, my predictions, there's no way in hell they're going to keep this going. There's no way that they're going to keep that thing at $100.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it, I'm not betting my YouTube channel or anything, but I'm betting you money that there's no way that they're going to keep these microtransactions up. And what I mean by this is, let me rephrase. They're not going to keep up this $13 a month, $100 for 12 months. They're going to remove it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they're going to remove it. There's no way they're going to keep it. If they do it, dude, you're losing everybody. Unless there's like a real reason why they're doing it, where they're honest with gamers and stuff. Even then, I still wouldn't do it. Because then here's the thing about, companies. If you say stuff like that, like, yeah, we're hurting for money, you lose all your investors.
Yeah.
And then, if you don't have any stocks and like everyone takes their stocks out, your stocks go to crap, I mean, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So, I mean, no matter what, I mean, it's, I don't know.
Because we saw it with Blizzard. Remember when, I mean, this might have been even some consider probably too long ago or whatever. I don't give a shit. I still remember it because it was so disgusting. But they came out with they're coming out with, everybody thought they were coming out with a new Diablo because it had been a while since Diablo 3 came out. And essentially what happened was that they were like, oh yeah, well, we're coming out with a new mobile Diablo. You guys don't want a console release or even a PC release. You guys want a mobile Diablo. I played Diablo 3, and I actually really liked Diablo. When I played Diablo 3, I had it for the Switch, and I really enjoy it. I think it's fantastic. A lot of people said Diablo 2 was better. I never played Diablo 2, but Diablo 3 for me was amazing. And just kind of the fact that after they renounced that, their stocks, I mean, they took a nosedive. They didn't just plummet. I mean, they took a hard L, and they started to let people go from the company that had worked there for years. These people's lives got ruined because of bad business decisions. I would hate for that to happen to Bethesda, because Bethesda has released all these good games, whether it's whether they're publishing it or whether they're actually making it.
And I'd argue that the games that we thought that were great, honestly, in terms of their mechanics, they're pretty shallow compared to other games.
Yeah, like we were just talking, like Oblivion is like, I think it's just objectively better than Skyrim, and
I completely 110% agree.
So
I
like,
think Oblivion has a better story, a better, just is more believable. It's more just personal. You can get lost in the world a little bit better than you can in Skyrim. Some people may completely disagree with me on that. I could care less. The DLC is better in my opinion. Actually, no, DLC in Skyrim is pretty good. But,
was it Vampire DLC? Vampire DLC.
Yeah, the crossbow.
Yeah,
it's cool. But think about this though. Obsidian didn't help make Skyrim.
Yeah.
But they helped make Oblivion. Obsidian didn't help make Fallout 3, I don't believe. But they helped make Fallout New Vegas. You see what's happening here? What games are better? Oblivion. What games are better? Fallout 3. Come on. Who else is not seeing this here? I mean, every time that Obsidian gets involved into a game, actually no, Obsidian did not help with Fallout 3. They helped with Fallout New Vegas. Yep. That's it.
Yeah.
Obsidian reveals Fallout 3 that never released. Wow. So they had another Fallout 3 that was going to release, but they decided not to. Anywho, so there you go. Why is it that this company, Obsidian, continues to make great stuff with Bethesda? They did it with Bethesda, by the way. But as soon as they go off on their own, Outer Worlds is a hit. 9s out of 10s, 8.5s out of 10s. Like, it's great. Layman Gaming love it. Skill Up loves it. Jim Sterling, I don't know if Jim Sterling's in the video on it, but everyone's recommending this game.
Yeah.
It's because they care. It's because they actually have passion. They have well thought out quest lines, NPC dialogue, game mechanics. It's because they literally love their fans undyingly.
Yeah.
Truthfully, they do. And you're seeing a beautiful game just come to fruition. And you know what they said? They're like, hey, we would love to make another game. This depends if everyone loves the game or not, but we would love to make this game. We have been working our butts off on this game, and we hope you enjoy it. No microtransactions, no pre-order bonuses, nothing. No special editions.
Which is actually incredible if you actually...
It is, and they deserve praise for that. and I have a
Yeah.
lot of high hopes for. And guess what? 0 to no bugs. You know what? I heard a buddy be like, "Yeah, I bet there's gonna be a lot of bugs in that game." I said, "Actually, no. Most people that have been playing the game, minimal bugs."
Yeah.
Bethesda has no more excuses. No more jokes to be made about how buggy their games are. They're
Yeah.
out of
What
excuses.
they need to do is invest in a new damn graphics engine. That's what they need to do
Yep.
because they're. I mean, like, I get the kind of the limitations of what they did with the PS3 as far as, Oblivion, Skyrim, even to an extent Fallout 4, which
Hmm.
is still, it's still the prettiest game they've released. I don't think that's questionable, but
Hmm.
uh, they Fallout 4 should have been the last game that implements that type of graphic style because it's getting outdated. And even then, if you go watch Angry Joe's kind of his first uh, review of well, I guess it's his only review, but his first video on Fallout 4 that he does, he's based in. I agree with him 100%. He's like, yeah, so we're kind of seeing the limitations of how much they can get away with this type of art style.
Hmm.
And considering that they're trying to go for, I guess, a more, like a more realistic or more graphically appeasing thing, don't, I mean, get rid of that graphics and hire another studio to design the graphics for the game if you have to. I don't think they would need to because they've got the ability to do it. I mean, Doom is a perfect example of it. Get the guys who did Doom to do it because
Hmm.
they're knocking it out of the fucking ballpark with the stuff that they're doing. I fell in love when I played Doom, the new Doom that they have. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was fantastic. Movement was
I
good.
never played
Gameplay
it.
was good. Oh yeah, you should play it. It's fantastic. It's one of those games where even if you're not playing it, it's fun to watch someone play it. That's how
Hmm.
you know a game is good. When you can just sit back and watch somebody do it and go, "Oh my god, that's fucking crazy." Doom is one of those games. It makes you feel like a badass and everything. But just get the team that did the Doom graphics and put them in charge of the graphics for the next Fallout or the next Elder Scrolls, because I guarantee you that we won't get Elder Scrolls 6 till like 3 years, 2 or 3 years from now. But whenever they
Yeah.
do release graphics that they did for Skyrim or the same system they use for Fallout 4,
I mean, I'm
and
telling you this right now. It's going to have microtransactions. It's going to have. I'm telling you, man. Starfield's supposed to come out next, and then Elder Scrolls, I believe. But I'm telling you this right now. I'm betting money. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be the game that we think it is, and I think it's going to be massively disappointing. It's going to look really cool in the trailers, and I'll probably get
mhm.
a little bit deceived and a little bit excited about it. But I'm sorry, like the age of trusting Bethesda and trusting that they have the best intentions for their fans is over.
Yeah, GG.
Uh, it's GG no re.
Yeah.
Um, there is that's it. I mean, I hate to continue to repeat myself, um, but with all honesty, there's just it's absolute garbage,
Yeah.
and we've been lied to. We've been treated like garbage for far too long. And I think people are starting to wise up on it.
Yeah, I
That's all I really have
mean,
to say about it.
just don't be. I mean, just don't be sheeple. I mean, try to, you know, try to use some critical thinking here. Whenever we actually have to do it now, from uh, you know, getting. But anytime we're buying games, we have to do it now, which is kind of sad. I mean, we used to not be able to, or we used to not have to, and that's what kind of makes things a lot better too. Was just because like once we had a good game, we knew we could hold on to it and keep it, and uh, like a lot of my PS2 games, like I would still rather play those. I'd rather play the shit out of those than I'd say about maybe 60% of the stuff that I would have bought on PS4 or would buy on PS4, PS3 even for that matter. Because like it almost does make you kind of reminisce of a time where you didn't really have to worry about it, and it almost seems like people who are, I guess, around our age, we like anytime somebody brings up like the old school Battlefronts, we're like, oh, dude, man, I used to play that shit forever. I used to get friends over and play it. Uh, you know, uh, Even the old DBZ games. I remember having buddies of mine in my neighborhood come by because they knew I had Tenkaichi 3, Dragon Ball Z Budokai, and I remember just sinking hours and hours into that game, just like playing and doing the story mode with them and doing stuff like that. I just don't have the same type of experience with the games that I have now just because of their business practice, because of their microtransactions, because of the stuff they're putting in. And a lot of people are saying, well, that might say, well, it's a single player game. They don't really put the microtransactions in single player games anymore. And I was like, no, that's completely wrong because they did it with Shadow of War, with Lord of the Rings Shadow of War.
Hmm.
They started it with
It's
that. They
horrible.
put those damn microtransactions in there, and even people forgot about that. That was a big controversy that and nobody remembers now either because they're trying to get people accustomed to it and used to it. And the best thing probably about the gaming community is that we don't. I mean, like, if you don't want to buy a game, you're probably not going to buy it. Like you're just
Mm-mm.
going to be like, nope, I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to wait till something else comes out, save up my money, and spend it on something that actually will mean something to me and I actually give a shit about. And that's the best thing probably about gamers that we actually do. And companies I think do realize that, but then there's also you have kind of the mobile gaming aspects where people just spend countless amounts of money. You have all these sports games, NBA 2K, FIFA, Madden, where they basically will just put stuff in the game where you'll be like, "Oh man, I really want that pack. I'm going to buy it." And even MOBAs are sometimes better than these games. Like we played
Hmm.
Paragon, one of my very first games I ever did on my channel. In that game, I don't actually don't think it actually had microtransactions to it. And if it did, they were what MOBAs usually have done historically, which is still a good practice for MOBAs, which they use it for skins. And the skins are like maybe $2-3 a piece. They're not 18-20 dollars for skins. Um, Even a game that I really still like playing to this day, Dissidia, Final Fantasy, their business practice on releasing costumes and stuff, they at least try to do it in bundles. It's still $20 a pop, which is ridiculous, and you shouldn't do it. You should just play the game because Dissidia is still a really good game. But uh, and even Dai has the free version, so you can just literally just play it. You don't even have to buy it now. You can just play it and have fun with it. But that's kind of what's just get summarized again. So this this new Fallout 76 thing, like at the end of the day, it just shows people that you know Bethesda has stooped to a level that we did not think possible. We already thought 76 was a bad game and that they should have never released it. Todd Howard admitted that they should have never released it. He admitted it to IGN. He
Well,
was
that's because
on. He was.
IGN got them to they were fondling his balls,
Hmm.
saying how amazing he was, and they made him trip up, and he owned up to some things. Yeah. So
Like, go
yeah.
for anybody that watches the video, go watch that interview because
Uh-huh.
he admits to it. He says, "Yeah, we shouldn't have released this game. We're working on a bunch of other projects. We didn't have as much focus as we did." And you go, "Okay, well, that should have been the end of it. Everybody should have just forget. They
Nope.
should have not invested anything more in Fallout 76. They should have just accepted defeat, like grown ass men, and move on." But they didn't, and they're still trying to do this shit. And that's why we got. That's why people like Angry Joe and Youngie and Skill Up or whatever it is. I mean, call it out for what it is. It's a mess. It's bullshit. And as soon as you realize that, the sooner we can start progressing toward actual, I guess, really just getting back to what games were, which is an art form, not a business.
Mm-mm.
Because that's like think about games you could still have fun playing with that are 8-bit games. I could have more fun playing Galaga. I'd put in a coin in the fucking machine right now versus playing Fallout 76. I'd spend all my money at the damn arcade versus
Yeah.
playing Fallout 76.
Yeah, there's a lot of things I'd rather do than play Fallout 76. It's, I don't know. I guess at the end of the day, guys, we just, whoever watches this, whoever will or won't, whatever, but be smart consumers.
Yeah.
Don't immediately go buy the first thing that you see. Trust reviewers. You know, if you're really needing some reviewers that you can trust, Layman Gaming, you got Angry Joe Show, you have Jim Sterling, you have Skill Up. Now, guys, the reason why we say these YouTubers, these YouTubers are pretty controversial, but they're controversial for all the right reasons. These YouTubers, all they care about is being objective. They want to see this game. They take the time to review these games and to really show off their worst sides and their best sides, to be fair. And they give an appropriate rating. And I think we need a little bit more objectivity in our lives. I don't think we need to stop going after those YouTube channels that are telling us all the good things. You need to wait till the game comes out and wait for these reviewers to review the game. I don't know, guys. There's not really much else to say on this subject.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to, me and me, Professor Diehard, and Aries, we just wanted to get our opinions out there about what's been going on, because it's terrible. It's ruining gaming. You have, I think right now, the saving graces of gaming. At one point, I thought it was just Project Red. CD Projekt Red. I think it's Obsidian as well. I think, because I believe Obsidian's the one who made Pillars of Eternity, or excuse me, Divinity 2, right? I think it was Obsidian that made that game.
It's possible because I
may be wrong about that, but I'll check. Let's just check real fast, because Divinity 2 Obsidian.
Oh no, it's Larian Studios.
Oh, my bad. Okay, sorry. But Obsidian has made plenty of great games in the past, and when they stopped, they really wanted to make Fallout New Vegas too.
Yeah.
They really wanted to do it.
Hell, give Larian Studios your money. Shit,
Yeah.
I mean, look at I'm just looking at the review. Steam has it at a 10 out of 10. IGN even gave it a 9.6 out of 10.
For Divinity.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, it's a great game, and they're very different games in terms of how you play and stuff. I'm just saying, these guys know how to make games, specifically those, turn-based RPG type games. And also, Obsidian's the one who helped make Knights of the Republic.
Yeah.
If I'm correct, I think it was them as well. So you're just seeing Obsidian has just been a part of some of the greatest games ever made, to date. So, guys, I just gaming is about to change forever. I feel like, especially with Bethesda finally putting the last nail in their coffin, and I think a lot of changes about to continue to happen. And just be smart consumers. I'm not going to repeat myself. You already heard what I said before. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about, Aries?
No, I mean, yeah, just yeah. I mean, I don't think. I mean, we could sit here all night and just fucking destroy it. But
yeah, no, I agree.
There's
also Call of Duty.
Servers are down. Yeah.
The day it releases, night releases.
God damn. Unbelievable.
That's actually funny.
Yeah, but we do have some good things to look forward to. We still got, I sometimes I feel like we get caught up in the bad. We're not looking at the good. So we've got, CD
Outer
Projekt
Worlds came
Reds. Outer Worlds came out. We've got next year, early next year. Apparently, we've got Cyberpunk 2077 that's still coming out. We need to get some more
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy VII remake. I'm gonna absolutely freak out. And uh, so I mean, there's
There's some
just a
other games. I can't
yeah,
remember.
there's a bunch of stuff. There's a new Tales game coming out. I
Oh,
mean,
that's
there's
right.
a bunch of stuff that's coming out that we can really sink our teeth into, get into. Really looking forward to
I'm
Cyberpunk
excited to see
remake.
Battlefront 2's. Yeah, same here, same here. I'm really excited to see Battlefront 2's continual updates as it goes. Guys, if you're thinking about getting back into Battlefront 2, I think you should.
Yeah, now's the
You know,
time.
you don't. Now is the time. You don't have to go. I still recommend not playing Galactic Assault. So people will be like, why, Professor Die Hard? I just think that game is just massively unbalanced. You have too many things going on at once, and it would be better if you can just have heroes from their right eras, you know what I mean, and keep it that way. That would actually help a million times better.
Mm,
I don't want to see Emperor killing clones. It doesn't make sense. It
yeah.
takes me out of the game. But you have new co-op mode. You have Capital Supremacy. You have Ewok Hunt, which has actually been really fun here recently. I've been
Mm.
actually really good at the game.
Yeah, Ewok
It's
Hunt
actually,
is really fun.
yeah, it's a good distraction. The Starfighter Assault's always fun.
Yeah, Star
Um,
Assault's amazing. Every time we played it, we've had a blast.
a blast. It's super fun. Never upset. Capital Supremacy can be rough sometimes, especially if you have a really good team you're fighting against. But like, I mean,
Mm.
guys, you now have co-op where you can literally go from light side to dark side. If you just want
Mm.
to do light side, just Republic side of missions, you
Yeah,
can do it
you can
now.
do it.
And
Yeah.
that's super cool. And the defense of the co-op is so hard.
Mm-hmm.
It is so hard now, which is actually kind of cool because they upgraded the AI. The AI is
Yeah.
tougher.
Mm-hmm.
It takes a little bit more to deal with them. You're going to be having a hard time, but it's interesting that way, and I like it. It makes it more engaging. It makes you have to try a lot harder, and really play with your teammates and
Yep.
do some syncing up. But other than that, guys, I really don't have anything else to say, Aries. I'm sorry, I keep talking.
Yeah. No. It's a good place to end the stream here.
Yeah, you can sign us off, man.
Mm. Well, guys, thanks for watching, and go ahead and check out my boy Professor Diehard, and also check out my channel Aries Game Productions, and go watch some of our stuff. I've been playing hell of a lot of RPG stuff now, which I'm actually
Hmm.
really glad I'm getting back into. Go watch some of my videos on the Digimon Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory, which I'm probably going to dive deep into. Probably, it might be sometime this weekend since Dai's going to be outer worlding it up, but I'll probably
Yeah, I'm
end
gonna
up
be
doing
doing
some of
it.
that. And
I'll start
Monster
streaming it
Hunter.
tomorrow, I believe.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So I would probably be doing going back and forth between Hacker's Memory and Monster Hunter right now because
Hmm.
I'm really enjoying Monster Hunter. If you actually watched the stream, we did um, the Toby Kadachi hunt, the little side hunt just now, so that was fun. I enjoyed that. I always like kaiju fights, so kaiju fights are really fun in any game. But gonna be doing that, and maybe doing some other stuff. I'm still debating on doing another Kingdom Hearts speed run. I'm gonna have to pull my balls out from under me to do another speed run, but um, might do that. But check out our channels, and make sure to also check out some other news on whether it's Fallout, doing their new stuff. Angry Joe's a really good source for it right now because he's got other Joe and um, who's the other guy? The other big dude he's got with him now. Um,
Alex.
Alex, yeah, him, Alex, other Joe. Youngie has been putting out some really good uh, observation stuff, especially his videos on NBA 2K. Go
And
check
Modern
those out.
Warfare, the
Yeah,
new
Modern Warfare.
mobile one, has
Yeah,
been insane. Some of the terrible things. That's another topic to talk about some other day. But yeah, it's
yeah.
been bad. Bad stuff going
So,
on with Activision.
yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Aries and Professor Diehard signing off. Peace, deuces,